Hello, Indonesia. I am Cmagic5. Check out my interview on CreativeDisc.com, the number one music website in Indonesia.
Hello, Sid lovers. Welcome back to another Creative Disc exclusive interview with me, Lutfi. And today guest is newcomer singer from Toronto. She's still very young, but her voice is so good, and she's already trained many young vocalists in such a young age. So let's talk about more of her talent and music with my guest today. This is Cmagic5.
Hey guys, hey everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I love you guys so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. How about you?
I'm fine too. In here in Jakarta,
That's great.
it's like 9 a.m. in the morning. It's early in the
Wow, good
morning.
morning to you. Wow, you still have the
Yeah.
rest of the day to go. It's same time, but PM here.
Oh
Nighttime.
wow! It's like
Yeah.
maybe like warming, like cooling down after your activity. All right.
Yeah. Exactly. I
So
love
like,
your background.
oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Cool.
It's not perfect, but maybe
No, I
it's
like
like
It's cool. It's
yeah.
I like the
It's
vibe.
like,
It's creative.
oh, thank you. So, what kind of activity that you are doing recently?
Recently, so I have been working on a lot of new music, always working on new music, heading into the studio, just pumping out track after track. So getting things ready to build up to an EP coming soon. So I just released my brand new single on October 8th called Dancing on My Heart. So I'm
Yes.
not sure if you've heard it yet, but yeah, I'm really excited to be able to share that with you all finally. So I'm really happy that it's out finally.
So, can you finally maybe like tease your maybe upcoming single before we talk about Dancing on My Heart?
Yeah, for sure. So what's coming up is actually we're looking at the music video for Dancing on My Heart first. So the other singles are still in the works. So I will definitely let you guys know about that later on, but know that it's tons of more like tracks coming up, fun stuff for sure. So the music video is coming up on October 22nd for Dancing on My Heart. So I'm really, really excited to be sharing that with you guys. So you can stay tuned for that.
So, tell me more about your new single called Dancing on My Heart.
Yeah, so Dancing on My Heart is definitely a dance bop party anthem, as they would say. It's all about that relatable struggle of moving on after a breakup, and that idea when it's so difficult to move on when your ex keeps trying to find a way back into your life and dancing all over your heart, dancing on my heart. So that's what the inspiration was behind it, and knowing that it's not as easy as it seems to move on. It's never as easy as it seems. I think a lot of people make it seem very easy, but in fact it's not, and we need to normalize that it's okay. You just got to keep going, keep kind of building yourself up. So it's very empowering. I'd say the track, it's very uplifting, and I wanted it to make my listeners feel good about themselves, know that they're not alone, and just all about the feel good vibes. So I'd like to say that this song has, definitely a deep meaning in the lyrics, but also has a fun vibe that you can dance to. It's like you can dance to your emotions.
But is it like, do you feel like maybe like when you are a broken heart, maybe like you maybe like do dancing maybe when you are feeling sad, or maybe like feeling lonely, maybe do you like dancing to put the pain away?
Yeah, I like the way you worded it. That's actually perfect, Lucy, because I think, it's kind of a paradox, right? It's like, how can you dance if you're sad?
Yeah.
But what I want it to be is that, acknowledging the fact that, yes, things do happen, life is hard, but doesn't mean that, better things are ahead. It always means that you have to look forward to something else that's coming up. And I think dance is one of the ways that I've always resorted to. It's one of the creative outlets for me. I've always danced to when I was sad, happy, angry. So I think anything creative that you do is definitely that outlet that you can use to kind of express yourself, release your emotions. So it's not getting rid of the issue, but what it is it's making you realize that, better things are ahead, and you have the power to change, how you react to a situation. So I think definitely music is that element that can help you express yourself in the most challenging of times, even in heartbreak. So yeah.
Such an empowering. I didn't thought that this single it's so empowering. Like, like what? There's such a deep meaning into this.
Yes.
So tell me the process of making this single.
Yes, so this single was actually, the creative process around this single was unlike any of my other singles I've released before. It was completely different actually, because my last release, it was my debut album, and that was entirely created during the pandemic. So I had limited resources on hand. Everything was self-written, self-composed, and co-produced. So I just recorded, in my home studio for most of the tracks, where I am right now. And so it was fun to release that. But now with this track, it was so different because I was able to collaborate with some amazing producer and songwriters and just be able to bounce ideas off of each other. So it was a really great experience for me. And I think I've really grown artistically, and I think you're able to see the artistic evolution from just my last track to this one. So it definitely showcases more of the sound that I want to have in my music. And the process, it was written entirely through one Zoom session, which I was like, at first I was wondering how is that going to work, but it worked out, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out now. I recorded my vocals here in Toronto, and then the vocals were sent to a producer in LA, and then it was just it shows us how music can connect us even in the hardest of times, right? So music was there for us, and I would say the process, it was so different, but it was great to collaborate with some established producers and songwriters and just get the music out there, despite having to do it on Zoom and stuff like that. But it was a great experience. It was different, it was weird, it was unique, but it was cool.
But how do you feel when you're first time doing all over Zoom?
At first I was nervous, to be honest. I was wondering how we would be able to communicate, because sometimes it glitches, it's laggy, but I was hopeful. I thought, because the process is so different and unique, I think that was what made the song even more unique and special, compared to anything else I've released before. So everything about it was creative and unique, the creative process about it, writing, recording. So everything was new. It was like a new way of doing things, but I loved it. I was really happy with the way it turned out. And I thought the creative process it was very fun. It was different.
So you're already releasing your first album, Ready to Run. So tell me more about it.
Yeah, so the Ready to Run album was released in May. So on the day of my birthday, actually, May 5th. So the entire thing, it was 10 tracks. So the entire thing was self-written, self-composed, co-produced.
Wow.
And yeah, I thought it was like a cool idea to kind of have it out on my birthday, have like a release party for it. That was one of my major milestones, getting to release a full album. So it was a major step for me, and I was really, really happy to be able to share that with listeners. And I'm grateful for, even though I had limited resources during that time because of the pandemic and being in lockdown, on and off and on and off, I was just happy that, it turned out the way it did. And it made it more authentic, I think, and raw, because I was able to really spend more time with it, and everything was written by me. So it was definitely, it was different. So I was really happy that I was able to get that out.
So everything that's in your debut album, it's all written by yourself and co-produced by yourself. Am I right?
Yes, self-composed, self-written.
So how do you feel like? Are you like exhausted when making it, because it's your debut album and your work all over the place? Like, are you feeling like maybe like how can you work alone to make this one whole album?
I would say that I was never exhausted, because I always like to say, if you're doing something you love, it's that universal quote: when you're doing something you love, it doesn't feel like work, or it shouldn't feel like work. So there was no moment where I was like, I don't want to do this. I love making music. It's all I've ever wanted to do. I always wanted to get music out there, make people feel good through my music, help them listen to it, connect with it, relate to it. So I loved doing it all myself. I thought it was really, really fun. And it definitely was a lot of work because I also have to manage school at the side. And I still, now I'm in university. So I think education is very important. So I'm doing music full time, but I am also a university student. I'm trying to get that education to help me out with my music as well. So yeah, it was not exhausting at all. I loved creating music. I feel like all of my songs are like my babies. So I have to take care of them, right? It's like having 10 children. Can you imagine? So yeah.
What majors did you take in the university?
What? Sorry,
majors,
what?
What
yeah.
kind of?
I am currently taking digital management. So
oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's not music because I grew up studying, music, classical music. So most of what they offer in universities here is classical music and stuff. So I've already, learned that. And I did want to kind of branch out to a different avenue and try something else that would help me with the business side of the music, because what it is, it's thank you. It's so much more than just being an artist, singing, dancing, performing. You, as an independent artist, I'm independent right now. So I have to know about the business side of things as well. To ensure that, I'm giving myself the best shot I can, not letting myself get taken advantage of. So it's difficult, but I'm learning. And, the future is we're all going digital. So I think it's something so practical and valuable. It's a valuable asset to have. So it's just something that I'm really great. I'm grateful and proud of myself for doing that.
Wow. So last question, mention 5 things we didn't know about you.
Sure. Number one, I am super loud and weird when you get to know me. At first I am shy, but what's weird is when you get to know me, I'm like super quirky. So yeah, like I am with you right now. So I am not shy because I love talking to you. Number 2, I am a queen at laser tag. So I have never lost a game of laser tag. I don't know why. It's just something. It's just one of the things I love doing, and it's great to play with my friends. Am I on 4? 3?
3.
I think 3. Okay.
Yes.
3. Let's see. I dance, act, and model as well on the side whenever I can. So hoping to do more of that in the future. Number 4. Let's see. I don't like candy canes. I don't know why. I don't like candy canes, but I love mint chocolate chip ice cream. But I don't like candy canes. Right?
I like mint chocolate ice cream too.
You do? Okay.
Yeah,
we need to get some mint chocolate ice cream after this. Okay?
Yeah.
It's on me.
And last thing. Okay.
Last thing. Let's see. I am a night person. I think some of you guys know it, but some of you guys don't. I definitely like working during the night more.
All together, writing your task in university and doing the music all in the night.
Yeah.
Wow.
I prefer it. It's just the vibe, It's like now, like that's why I love doing the interviews now, because it's like it's such a vibe.
Yeah. Me too. Like when in the morning I feel like still sleepy, but when in the night and in the night I feel so like energized. I don't know why.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's like all this energy and you're pumped and you're ready to do things.
Okay, CreativeDisc5, thank you for this interview. I didn't expect you are such a digital management, because I'm a tech fan right now. My job is like a digital management side too, and wow.
So cool. Wow. Thank you so much, Luby, for having me. I had such an awesome time. Thank you, CreativeDisc. Shout out to you guys for all the love in Indonesia. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you all in person soon. Hope you guys are loving Dancing on My Heart.
Okay, so this is CMagic5, everybody. Thank you for this interview. Thank you for watching. This is C Lovers. This is CMagic5. I'm Lutfi. Bye-bye.